The House recently just passed the One Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping reconciliation package, narrowly approved 215 to 214, mainly across party lines. So, what's in it, and why is it stirring so much controversy? Number 1. Tax cuts and individual benefits. This bill is going to extend the 2017 Trump era tax cuts, including lower brackets and doubled standard deduction, benefits that were set to expire after 2025. This also adds new tax perks, such as no tax on tips, overtime, certain auto loans, and an expanded SALT deduction up to $40,000 for moderate earners. Overall, yes, this is going to include heavy tax cuts to the wealthy and will increase the deficit by about $1.7 trillion. However, perks such as no tax on tips or overtime and extending certain 2017 era cuts is going to help the middle class. Number 2, health and safety net changes. This is going to introduce work requirements and stricter eligibility for Medicaid, potentially affecting millions. This is also going to cap premium ACA tax credits and reduce funding for SNAP and other nutrition programs, which is going to raise major concerns about food security. Number 3, defense, border, and enforcement. This is going to boost defense spending by around $150 billion, including new drone systems. It's also going to allocate around $70 billion for border security and add tens of thousands of ICE agents, raising the capacity to deport up to 1 million individuals annually. Number 4, rollbacks in energy and regulation. This is going to eliminate key energy initiatives, including social and electric vehicle credits. It also weakens the federal judiciary's contempt enforcement and restricts Medicaid coverage for gender-affirming care and nonprofits offering abortions. Number 5, fiscal impacts and debt consequences. The CBO estimates that this bill is going to increase deficits by around $2.4 trillion through 2034. This is going to rise to $3 trillion with interest, or $5 trillion if some provisions are made permanent. Now, the White House counters that it includes $1.7 trillion in mandatory spending cuts, claiming net fiscal improvements, but analysts say offsets are often inadequate. So, how are people actually reacting to this bill? Well, there's actually many Republican divisions, actually, as a result of this bill. Fiscal conservatives like Rand Paul and, as we've seen recently, Elon Musk have actually opposed the bill's debt impact. Rural senators have expressed concern over the Medicaid cuts affecting hospitals, and moderates and progressives have flagged deep cuts in the social programs and energy initiative cuts. So overall, this massive 1,100-page bill blends tax cuts, benefit rollbacks, national security measures, and regulatory shifts. It would reshape major areas of American life and double the national debt if it stands as is. So where do we go from here? The Senate is currently reviewing key concerns over healthcare access, energy policy, and fiscal discipline. Now, will its final version be leaner, more balanced, or pass completely as written? Look, the unfortunate reality is that it'll likely be passed with a Republican majority in the Senate. Things like the wealthy tax cuts, slashing on energy initiatives and food stamps, and potentially doubling the national debt is going to be tough on us. However, things like no tax on tips or overtime was a much needed change that is going to potentially put hundreds of thousands back into the pockets of lower and middle class citizens. Now, the Senate is likely to change parts of the bill, as a surprising amount of senators on both sides have raised concerns over the debt issue that this could possibly bring. So we'll see. We'll likely have to do an update video once the final version of the bill is passed. But what do you think? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks.